Can he hold it in? They go too wide.
This battle for 13th and 14th, they go side by side into the castle.
He's at P2.
What is
War
happening?
Machine's at P1.
Oh, there is
One. Oh, Winter gets the move done. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back to OCET number 1, and we're here for round number 16 for the Belgium Grand Prix here at Spa. It's going to be fantastic, and I am looking forward to seeing tonight's race. Just give me 1 second. Oh, there it is. Did everything else, I just forgot to do that. Alright, yes, we're here. We've got a grid of 18 cars here tonight. Absolute fantastic stuff from the lads. Only one AlphaTauri and one McLaren in tonight. Pinju is the first car out on track in the McLaren. What machine? How are we doing? How are you beautiful people doing? Yes, grid of 18. Good solid turnout here tonight from the lads. So, should be a good race. Championships cannot be won here tonight by either Williams or Ryan. So, it's going to be some mind games be happening, you would think. But, you know what? Speaking of the championships, so there it is. Ryan leads Jared by 29 points here tonight. So, those are the only two in the championship battle. 29 points with 3 rounds to go. Things are certainly heating up between those two. With Jared winning the last couple, Ryan getting podiums, still having that commanding lead. And don't forget, Brazil is a sprint round, so more points up on offer as we will scroll down to the rest of the standings. And there we go. As have a look at the constructors. Well, Williams 27 points ahead of Ferrari, so they can extend that gap this week. If they can't win it tonight, they can certainly win it next week, depending on obviously how tonight goes. Aston in 3rd, Red Bull in 4th, Alpha in 5th, Mercedes are 6th, Haas are 7th, Alpine 8th, AlphaTauri 9th, and McLaren still on the bottom. Oh dear. Oh dear, McLaren lads. But Pinju's racing here tonight. Looking, hopefully scoring some big points for the McLaren team. And Acrylics also here as well for the lone AlphaTauri. And yeah, so looking forward to it. Season 6 talks has already been had this evening. Lots of news that'll be dropped over the next few weeks. But we've got to get through Season 5 first and the final 3 rounds with Belgium here tonight, Monza next week, and obviously, as I said earlier, Brazil sprint round next week. But Season 6 is not too far away. War Machine has redeemed a hot lap with driver of choice. Interesting to see who he will pick. And he says Paddy Crow. He says Paddy Crow, so he's already out on track and doing his lap. So I'll tell you what, War Machine, when Paddy comes out again, we'll do Paddy again, so you get the full lap. Curtis, no, you joining just a little bit too late. Joined a little bit too late. But Paddy doing alright. He's doing alright. Potato in the Aston for another race here. Same with Abyss as well. Let's have a look at Pinju, the first driver into the 43s, a 43.823. Not too shabby. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can do that, Curtis. Do your outlap, do your setup, and then, yeah. Alright, I think Acrylics must have had a mistake. He's not even using any ERS. We'll still do Paddy. We'll still do Paddy War. We'll still do Paddy. Abisco's P2. Yeah, Acrylics obviously made a mistake somewhere. Potato up into P3. Bio as well. Coming into the final sector. Relics is starting his lap. The two Williams lads are doing their laps. Paddy's about to finish off his first time run. And Bio coming around the bus stop chicane. Paddy up into P3, 44.4. And Bio goes to the top with a 43.8. Literally a cigarette paper separates Bio and Pinju. Warden's done. No, not done. He's invalid. Jared's on a lap. Kahoo, Rilo's right there. And where's Jared? Jared is racing, so lovely jolly. The Italian Stan, as the folks love to call him from his native country. Noodles. The ever so 2 minute ready Noodles. And Roscoe is back racing here tonight in the Alfa Romeo, so looking forward to seeing how it goes. And Curtis in the Haas as well. So lovely jubbly to see Curtis back racing in Tier 1 Acrylics. He's invalidated. Chris, he's starting off his next time run. Noodles is going to be the next one to finish his first time run as the track is starting. Well, he might be starting to ramp up just a little bit with 11 minutes to go. Roscoe and Ryan have not come out yet. And Pindy's back into the pits. Noodles goes to the top with a 43.772. Oh, the Alpines are all kicking off here. Critics would have done a 47.2, so it would have stayed P7 anyway. I think Relics might have... Oh, no, he's P7. He's P7. Jared's in. Warden's off on another adventure. Burke is coming into the middle sector. Curtis is coming back into the pits. And Rilo now about to finish off his first time run. P5 of 44.4. Paddy Crow, his first time run. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Jared goes up into P9. Chris about to finish his first time run. Same with Kahoot. Chris going to get a lovely slipstream to the run to the line. Kahoot's P9. Chris is P4. Oh, get the man in. Keep the man in Tier 1. Let's go. And Burke coming into the pits. So next driver to set that time will be Warden. As the Red Bull goes so far off track. Believe that was Relic. So lovely jubbly. I think J-Rad is still. It might be Noodles. I'm not sure who. Oh! Oh, that. It was Noodles. That was nearly disaster for the Williams team principal. Lovely stuff. As cars are now coming back into the pits because of low fuel. So Jared 99, the man in P2 in the championship. Roscoe and Ryan are out on track as well. So simply lovely to see how we go. Paddy Crow is back on track, so we'll do the hot lap request for War Machine to see how he does his lap. So let's have a look at the gap. So Paddy Crow is doing very, very well. P7, 7/10 off Noodles. Man, the top four just separated by half a tenth. My word. The next two races here at Spa and Monza going to be fascinating to see. So we're going to have a hot lap request for Paddy Crow. So if Paddy Crow watches this back and we're on board with him, he knows why. The other flag, yep, just people running out of fuel. So Burke, Jared, Roscoe and Ryan are out on track. Two of them are doing laps. The other two are on out laps. And under 8 minutes to go. it started to become a very, very close quali session. And I believe that might have been Jared. No, it was Warden. Alright, so ladies and gentlemen, the hot lap requested by War Machine onto Paddy Crow. And here is a lap of Belgium with the Haasman. And there's a lap done, and Paddy Crow up into P8 is under a second of Ryan. What a lap from the Haas lad. Go on, son. Get Paddy into tier 1. And I believe Abyss just went up into P3, doing his bit for his team. And Burke now, I don't think it's going to be a strong lap here. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, no, he has backed off and not using any battery. So he will go for another lap. Or not, he'll just come into the pits. He will just come into the pits. So it's Ryan on provisional pole, Jared P2, Abyss P3, Pinju P4. So he's found some more time. Roscoe P6, Noodles P5, sorry, Noodles P6, Bio P7, Chris P8, Paddy P9, Potato P10 is a full second behind Ryan now. Rilo P11, Relics P12, Kahoot P13, Jared P14, Acrylics P15, Warden P16, Curtis in 17th, and Berg in 18th. Oh, Warden's done it again! He has done it again, and Hugs has... I think this is his first hot lap request. Well, he's got Jared. Okay, one's for Jared, and who's the other one? Hugs? I'm assuming Warden. Maybe. So Hugs, who's your second hot lap request for? I'm just going to assume Warden. You've got one for Jared. I'm going to assume it is Warden. Yeah, Warden. Alright, so here's the hot lap request for Warden for Hub. Warden has messed up. Jared's now out on track. So I would assume Jared will be the next driver hot lap. So, oh shit, there's a minute 50 to go. We might not get them all in. So what we'll do is, if we can't get them all in, we'll do one lap in the race. Chris. How far away is Chris? There is Chris. Where is Jared? There is Jared. Warden is right there. I think we might have to do Warden. So we'll have to do Jared and Chris for the race, I think. Yeah, minute 20, yeah. I think that's what we're going to have to do. So hands, hugs, just remind me, in the race, we'll do a one lap ride along with Chris and Jared. But here's the hot lap for Warden. Oh dear, that is not what Warden wanted. And Roscoe up into P4, he improved, but not pole. Rilo P6. Bio has retired. And Chris is up into P4, the lad. Where is Jared? He's 3 turns up. Where is... Oh, Ryan's into the fence! Ryan is into the fence. That is huge. Pinger's P3. Jared's on pole. Where's Abyss? There is Abyss. This is huge. In the context of this race, Back's now on pole. Back is now on pole for Alfa Romeo. Can Abyss gain any more? Can he get a P3? He's got from 3 turns in this final sector. Lovely bus stop chicane. And now across the line, it's P4. It is P4. Berg at pole. Jared P2. Ryan in P3. I think he was just under 2 tenths up on his time as well. Oh my word. Oh my word. As I gotta get these screenshots just in case. For Ryan. Warden down in 17th. Oh, that exit off the bus stop, that is not good. So Bert gets pole. Jared, Ryan, Abyss, P4, Pinju, P5. Chris, P6, Roscoe, P7, Potato, P8, Riley, P9, Acrylics, P10. Then we've got Noodles, Bayer, Paddy, Kahoot, Relics, J-Rad, Warden, and Oz Curtis, with Warden getting the Drunk Driver Award here tonight. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my days, it is raining. It is raining at the start of the race. And it looks like it's chucking it down with no formation lap as well. So turn 1's going to be certainly interesting. T2 pole time is faster than P1 time. Alright, you might be here next season, Hugs. Just gonna have to wait and see. But yes, no formation lap, ladies and gentlemen. What tyres is the grid going to start? Might even start a wets. New game with red flag. Nah, we'll get the first lap in and then probably red flag it. But here we go. Championship moves. Mind games now has started. Jared, he's ahead of Ryan. But the run to turn 1, it's not that far. It is not that far. Can Burke hold on to P1, onto the run to Earl Rouge Radion, and onto the Camel Straight? Championship gap, it is 29 points. 29 points. With 3 rounds to go, including this one with a sprint race involved. And it's lights out and away we go. Heading off into turn number 1. It is full wets. Warden is on the inters. He's the only man onto the inters. Everyone else is on the wets. And Burke does hold on. Oh, Roscoe's around. Roscoe is around. And Pinju's up into P4. Oh, this carnage! Someone's around. It was Abyss. Yeah, going side by side up over his Paddy Crow. He's up into the points for Haas. Let's go, Haas. Chris up in a P5. A nice top 5 start for him. And Burke is now on a mission to pull away from Jared. Oh, Burke makes a little bit of a mistake. I think Potato's made another one as well. I think Roscoe's made a mistake. Yes, he has. Roscoe has made a mistake. Curtis is up in the P15, made 4 starts. Noodles gets Rilo. Bio's down in the P12. Paddy's up in the P9. I believe I saw some front wing flying as Warden down making moves onto those inters. So has Warden made the right choice starting onto the inters? Both Williams cars have switched strategies as Bio is gone out wide. I think he got some damage. Curtis is out. Curtis is out. It's a virtual safety car. But Curtis is out on lap number 1. Oh my word. Oh my word. It's not coming out Millhouse as a top 3 pull away from Pinju, so this might help Pinju. Chris is on the back of Pinju here. I'm thinking maybe Curtis didn't have the right setup on. And the rain is starting to ease. Not one in the top 5 is boxing. There's Potato, Noodles, Riley, Paddy's not, no. And still, and Relics is in. So Relics, is this the point of enters? It is. He's going on to he's got front wing and he's going on to the enters. Is it Inters? No. Yep. No, it's Wets. Bio's going on to a set of Inters. It is now green flag racing. And Chris, what an awkward time for the VSC to end as Ryan now is on the back of Jared. Noodles is out! Noodles is out of the Rouge. Is that a safety car? I don't think so. No safety car. Noodles is out at Eau Rouge. Big. Oh no. Warden's done. He's got such a good start on those Inters up to P11s. Just outside the points. Cahoot's got Paddy Crow. Paddy's still into the points. Jared in the points as well. He'll be absolutely loving life right about now. And Potato is on the hunt for Chris. Oh my word! Oh, Potato, not there! Not there! And oh, Rilo's going to sit on the inside as well. Oh my word! Chris has lost 2 positions, and now I think the front three is just pulling away now from each other in these treacherous conditions. It looks like the Wets is still the faster tyre. I think the Inters are not quite just there yet. Oh, Burke and Jared. Let's watch this from Ryan's perspective. Jared now squeezes Burke. Ryan now with the cut bar. Oh, Ryan did not get the traction. He could not get the traction. And now Jared takes the lead. Does he? Yes, yes. Yes, he does. Burke's back up in the P1. But he's thrown Burke out wide, and Ryan's looking to take advantage of this. No, he's not. No, he is not. And Jared's got Paddy Crow. I think Paddy's had a moment. He's bringing Warden into this for that P10 spot. Going up El Rouge. And these three just going to stay in the line of stern. And now these still going to go side by side. Who's got the straight line speed? It looks like, yeah, Warden's got it. Warden has it. And Paddy, yeah, Paddy knows he's just going to chill out. He's not far from some points. Points are right there. And he's probably thinking, oh, there's going to be some safety cars later on. He's probably thinking there's going to be some safety cars as Rilo and Potato now going side by side in this middle sector. In the wet, on the wet tyres, if you don't mind, as Ryan now gets Burke. So that is huge in the context of the championship. So let's have a look. Fast lap is with Rilo. So Jared will gain 7 points. No, yes, 7 points to take the gap to 22 points if the race were to end right now. So I think this championship is going to go towards Brazil in the sprint race. I think that's the earliest Ryan could probably win it. But do not count out Jared just yet as Rilo gets Potato. And Pinju's absolutely having a train-a-thon here. And Kahoot gets Chris. And it looks like Warden's making those Inters work. Bio isn't. Pinju and Rilo are going side by side through the bus stop chicane. Jared with the fastest lap. A 2-minute dead lap time. And now Rilo does get Pinju. Potato's right there. Cahoot's right there. Chris is right there. Jared's also... This is a battle for P4 now. All the way down to P10. Obviously no DRS, and Paddy's got Abyss and Roscoe right behind him, Relics with a 1 minute 59 lap time. And it looks like Potato's going to go side by side with Pinju here on this main straight. Let's watch this from Cahoot's perspective, and it looks like Potato's not going to make a move. Oh, yes he is! Oh, looked like there might be some contact. I think there might have been some contact between Potato and Pinju there. That could be one for the stewards. That could be one for the stewards as Abyss gets Paddy. I think Paddy now knows he's just got to settle into a rhythm. Who knows when the Inters are going to phase in. Maybe if I'm Paddy, I might box 1 lap early for the Inters. Maybe even get an undercut. And Riley's pulled out a 2-second gap onto Potato now. So can Riley catch up to Burke, Ryan, and Jared? What was she saying? Enters at this point. Well, Warden is certainly making a fist of it. Harry, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Kahoot gets Pinju. And now Potato's got a second gap to Kahoot. So now it's take two between the Pinju Chris battle. He's flying the flag for Red Bull at this stage, but Relics is down in 14th. Roscoe and Paddy going to go side by side. Oh, Roscoe, what a move. Oh, he's done that plenty of times in his league racing career. And now this train of cars, there's Abyss, so he's not far off points. That's the gap to points for Abyss. Oh, that's a huge lockup into turn one, and Roscoe's in. Roscoe is in, so he's probably watching the stream, going, "Yeah, Frizzy's right. One lap for the Inters." And there we go. It is Inters for the Alfa Romeo driver. Let's wait and see. When he cut, yeah, so there it is. So let's have a look. Oh, wrong one. A gap to leader. It is 34.5 seconds. So he's got a fair way to go, but he might be on the right tyre. And Warden's just losing a bit of pace at the moment. Jared now on. Pinger staying still wet. Sempuro, thank you for the follow. Welcome to OCE. Hopefully you're having a fantastic Sunday wherever you are in the world. Hope you're enjoying this Tier 1 race here at Spa. Championships cannot be won by either Ryan or the Williams for constructors. At earliest, maybe next week at Monza. So that is going to be fascinating to see. Drivers is 29 points. Ryan leads over Jared. And in the constructors, it is 27 points between Williams and Ferrari. So there's the updated points as before this race. And now Jared and Warden are going side by side, coming towards the bus stop. Oh, around the outside. Yet drivers are now coming in. Jared has stayed out. Jared has stayed out. So now this could be huge. Warden could take the lead of the race here. Oh, Ryan's got Burke. Burke got held massively. And Abyss has stayed out as well. Bio sets the fast lap, and yeah, it's now starting to become Inters. Kahoot has stayed out as well. I'm surprised Jared didn't come in. He must have think, oh, it must be still too early. And Ryan does get Abyss. So Burke is now, I think it might be a net P4 now. But he's right now, he is stuck behind that Aston Martin, who's still in the wet, so we might see a best box pretty soon. Oh, excuse me. Oh, Burke's going to make the move. Oh, down the inside. If you don't mind, thank you very much. And he's now up into P5. Let's... Oh, wrong one. Gap to leader. It is 19 seconds between Jared and Burke. Oh, this is going to be extremely close between Jared and Burke now. And Jared is now in. I think Kahoot might be boxing this lap. Let's see. Yep, Jared is in and Kahoot is boxing. It is drying up like so much already. Rain is easing off. I wouldn't be surprised if we go to dries. Oh, Pinju! Pinju's out! Is that a safety car? It's a safety car! Oh my word! So, Berg is a net P4. I was right. So this has helped Kahoot and the Beast out. This has wrecked Roscoe and Paddy with their strategy. Acrylics has not come in. He must be going wets to dries. And this safety car will help him. So Acrylics is doing something different here. And you know what? I don't mind. He's the lone AlphaTauri, so he doesn't have to worry about being held up from his teammate. I don't mind this play. You go from wet straight onto dries, and with this safety car, this is going to dry up even quicker. So Warden now leads over Ryan, Jad, Burke, Riley P5, Kahoot P6, Potatoes P7, Bio P8, Chris P9, and Jared in P10. Roscoe's P11, The Best P12, Paddy P13, Acrylics P14, and Relics P15. Pinju, Noodles, and Curtis out of the Belgium Grand Prix. And we're on lap 7 of 22. We're going to go racing on maybe on lap 9, maybe lap 10. So when will the rain stop? That is the question. This safety car will help it dry out quicker. Or will it even go to dry? That is the question. I mean, you would have to think so, but you just don't know with this game. Now, let's see if Acrylics will box this lap. He's the most fascinating one out of the bunch so far. Also, Ryan is ahead of Jared, so that is huge for the championship. So Ryan will gain 3 points. Bio's into the pits. Bio is into the pits. It's for another set of enters. And a new wing. So let's see, what does Acrylics want to do? Well, Frozy's got a new TikTok video. I don't know what happened there. I don't know. I don't think it was half-assed. What-oh, how we doing? How we doing? That was... I don't understand that. I think he was going to come in, then he bailed, and then he tried to go back in, or was trying to fix his slack his tires. I don't know. I don't know, man. That was strange. He might say something in the tier 1 chat. I don't know. It's a madhouse, I tell you. Yeah. Oh, Frozy's got a new TikTok to post. Oh. I don't know. And Seth Cat's staying up for another lap. Because Relics is still pretty far behind, so he must be running a dry setup. This could be a late. Nah, it's not a late calling. Safety car staying out for another lap. So again, this is still going to help out the weather situation. Will he get the dry? I don't know. The drivers will know. But we don't want to know, chat. Just say nothing in the chat, please. So Relics have caught up. Paddy's P12. He's done exceptionally well for Haas. Couple of positions away from points. Roscoe's up at the P10, by the way, with that bio pit stop. Looks, War Machine say looks closer to dries, but it's still bucket. Looks like the rain's just got even heavier. Why isn't Chris P1? Because he boxed. Warden hasn't. Alright, so while we're on the safety car, ladies and gentlemen, our partners over at Wallaby, they have their Tier 3 race straight after our Tier 1 race. They're at Singapore. So tune in to the Wallaby stream. It's on our Twitch page, if you look at the very bottom. Yeah, tune in to the Wallaby stream for Tier 3. Tomorrow night, for Rapid, it is Div 4 and Div 2. At Britain, they have their Rapid Reverse Grid race, which is 2 25% races. And Tuesday, it is Wallaby Tier 2 and Rapid Div 1 at Singapore and Britain, respectively. And Wednesday, it is Rapid Div 3 and Wallaby Tier 1, Britain and Singapore. And next Thursday is OCE. We're here for Tier 4 for the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. AlphaTauri can win the constructors at quote-unquote their home track at Monza, so looking forward to seeing how the Tauris go, or if anybody else can close that gap down for the constructors title. Unless they've already won it, I don't know, because the business is on points. Alright, so Warden, safety car in this lap, is now becoming the de facto safety car. Specifically demanded. Don't look at me, Esky. Tell Chris that. This game and the weather is weird. Yeah. So lap 9 will be on to lap 10 once we go some green flag racing, which will be 23 laps to go. $14 left. Top 10 get points, including the fastest lap point as well. Ryan Leach, Jared in the championship is now leading Jared in this race. But Warden, he is now going. It is a go, go, go. It is green flag racing. Jared already looking for a move into turn 1. Is he? No, he's not. No, he is not. And I believe, Bio gets Paddy Crow. Round the outside, Jared and Chris. Jared gets Chris. Oh my days. Chris has lost the position and Roscoe's on the back. Oh my word. Are they going to do it? No, they're not. No, they're not going to do Webber Alonso. But Roscoe, oh, he just loses that momentum going up the hill. But he will now get ahead of Chris. And Kahoot gets Rilo. Kahoot gets Rilo for P5. And Ryan and Warden now, they're going at it. Warden's holding up Ryan. Is Ryan going to sit on the inside? He is. But they're going to go side by side still. Oh, I think Warden's just trying to get out of the way now. Yes, he does. As he knows his teammates in a championship fight, and Burke gets Warden as well. This is now huge in terms of constructors fight as well. And there's a Bio and Roscoe were going at it as well. The two bulls are going side by side. Relics gets Chris. Biss is right there as well, and Paddy's right there. Bio and Roscoe still going side by side. They're bringing Relics into this fight now. And now the top 8 are all within a second of each other. Looks like Kahoot is the closest one to anybody else. And looks like Bio and Roscoe are going side by side, are they? No, they're not. No, they're not. Oh! Oh my days! Oh! Relics comes from out of nowhere, does the RKO on Roscoe. And Roscoe's just surviving in P10 at this current time. And now it's a 1-2 between Ryan and Jared. And this is not good news for Jared. He's on 1 lap fresher, enters. But that safety car, I don't know if that helped him or hindered him. He's got to hope Ryan makes a mistake somewhere. And not him. It's got to be a somewhat flawless race from Jared. To get Ryan. I think DRS might help if it goes dry enough. Noodles has left the session. He was out earlier on. At Eau Rouge, Rodion. That sort of area. Love their helicopter. Yeah, it's one of the good things about this game, I must say, is the helicopter. As we're on lap 11 of 22, 12 laps to go, which will turn into 11 laps after the completion of this lap, as Kahoot and Warden battling in there for 4th and 5th. Rilo's right there, Potato's there as well, so he's not far. Jared up in the P8 as well, doing a tremendous job for the Alpine. And Warden must be feeling the effects of that tyre wear. Looks like a best does get Roscoe. He did. I think Roscoe might have made a mistake on traction after the bus stop. Relics now are back up into the points for the Bulls. So Pingham will be slightly happy, but not too happy, as he wants his balls up at the front of the field. And Warden has got a massive train behind him. Kahoot, Rilo, Potato, Jared's just right there. Byers there. Now Relics will join into this fight as well. And the best is 3 seconds. And it looks like Warden and Kahoot will go at it as well. Nothing doing there. Looks like the rain is not letting up. It's not easing off. This battle 4th all the way down to P10. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike there. There's a little bit of a lag spike. You get that in the big jobs. Looks like Relics is pandering a move onto the Mercedes of Bio. And Kahoot still cannot get past Warden. Jared with the fastest lap point of the race so far. Now, if it's not going to ease up raining, is Warden going to do the 0 stop? Has that safety car wrecked his chances of getting a podium? That is the question. He's been on these tyres for 12 laps, now 13. I don't know, man. It's Bio and Jared now. And Bio gets Jared, I think. Relics will get Jared as well. Yeah, he did. He did. Now the rain's starting to ease up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Are we going to see some late race drama? I don't think Ryan and Jared are going to risk anything. They're both in a championship fight. They might want to let Warden and Kahoot be their guinea pigs for him when it comes to the dry tyre. Burke doesn't want to give up this podium place as well. He's got a 4.2 second gap over Warden himself. And the rain's easing up. It is certainly easing up. I think we might see some late race drama with dries and enters. It's all going to come down to when this rain actually stops. And when and how long this track will dry. It is a long lap. It is a long lap. So it might take a couple of laps to dry up this track. 5 seconds is the gap between Burke and Warden. But Warden's having a massive train right behind him. Oh, Roscoe's on a time penalty. Byers got potato. And Byers up into P7. This is good for Mercedes, 6 and 7. And Relics, oh, he's got himself a time penalty. Oh, Potato just narrowly holds on. That was such a good save from Potato. And now the gap's over 6 seconds between Burke and Warden. The front three are just pulling away. The rain's it's only like little droplets. Who's gonna risk the softs and the mediums? That's one that's gonna be fascinating. Is Relics now. The track's still a little bit too wet for the dries at this point in time, but I think in a couple, maybe 2 or 3 laps, it might dry up. Oh, Relics was looking for the split spec trim, just could not get it done. As Relics is struggling on traction just a little bit. Now, it's only sprinkling still. This is such a fascinating race. You don't know when the crossover will be. I'm thinking 6, maybe 17, 18. But if you're Ryan, Jared, Burke, do you box for the dries and just risk it out onto the inters? If you're someone like a Paddy Crow Chris, do you box for the dries and just claw as many positions as you can? If you're a Best Rosca, do you do the same because you're outside the 10? That is the question. Riley is putting the pressure onto Kahoot now. We've got 8 laps, or 7 and a sector laps to go. Oh man, I don't know. Oh my god, Kahoot. That was a little bit of a lag issue there. And it looks like it's stopped. I think it's stopped raining. Bye. Oh, Bye gets Rilo. Relic's looking for the move on Rilo as well. Oh, Relics! Oh, Relics just holds on. Oh, dear. Relics just holds on. And Potato now looking for the move around the outside. Ryan! Ryan's got a penalty! Oh my... Oh, I think Ryan's out. Now, I think Ryan's thinking, oh, I might have to risk the drives for the win. Jared's got a time penalty. To be fair though, there's a 9-second gap between Burke and Warden, so Ryan might just stick it out onto the Inters. Depending on how many laps. It has stopped raining. It has stopped raining here at Belgium. Potato does get relics. But now, this fight for fourth is only between the 4 cars. Warden, Kahoot, and the 2 Mercedes. It has stopped raining, but the track's still too wet. It's still too wet for any dry tyre. But to be fair, it's starting to be bone dry in this sector. It is starting to become bone dry in this sector. Relics gets Potato again. Nice move from the bull. 10 seconds between Burke and Warden. Oh my days, this is going to be huge. I think the first and third sectors are still too wet for any sort of dry tyre. But the crossover might not be too far away. The lap times are starting to become quick. Oh, Kahoot! Bio! Struggling. Is anybody going to risk the dry tyres? It might be this lap. It might be this lap. And the front 3 just pulling away. Let's just have a look at gaps to leaders. So the gap between Ryan and Warden is 12.8. Riley's got a time penalty. Who has the fastest lap? Away. It's with Ryan. Only just. And then the Patman's had a moment himself. Hasn't caused a safety car, so he'll be getting applaudits from everybody. So very well. I think if you're Paddy, you might want to risk the dries. But it looks like it's still too wet. It looks like it's still too wet. Oh dear. Bio gets Kahoot. Oh, that is now huge for constructors. Ryan, Jared, and Burke stay out. Ryan is pushing. He's got the fastest lap. I think he's now realizing he's got to gap Jared and Burke. Or he's got to at least gap Burke to get P2. Is anybody going to risk the dries? Is Chris going to risk it? No, he's not. Will the Patman? I don't think so. There is 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. It has stopped raining. It has officially stopped raining now. So, it looks like there's no spray coming off. Jared is struggling. Jared is struggling at the moment. Same with Berg. Same with Ryan. Warden is especially struggling on his 17 lap old Inters. Oh. Gap is 14.1. Excuse me. I honestly, I don't know where this is going to go. It looks like there's no spray coming off. It might be me being blind, but it looks like there's no spray coming off. If you're someone from the backfield, do you just pit for the dries? Take a gamble. Relix gets Riley. Someone's taking the gamble. I think it's Bio. Bio's in. Bio is in. He's taking the gamble. Abyss is in. Jared's got a... Jared's got a penalty. Abyss has got a 5-second penalty. Bio's gone onto a set of mediums. Same with Abyss. Oh my days. Oh, Abyss is gonna another 5-seconder. Oh, it's a safety car! Oh my days, we've got a late drama! Paddy's left the session. Bio's out! Bio is now out! Oh my days! Abyss is out! Abyss is out! Relix now's got a 5-second penalty! What is going on? Jared's gonna stay out on the enters. Ryan and Burke are in. Oh my days! It's going to be a one-lap safety car, and everybody's now coming in. Relix has stayed out. Oh my days! I don't know how this is going to end up. I'll send Paddy an invite. Oh my days. Oh, Burke's on another set of inters. I apologise, Burke, for not... I thought he went on to dries. No, it's another set of inters. Well, safety car's now in this lap. Oh, Ryan needs it to dry up so quickly now. He desperately needs it to dry up so much. there's going to be some last lap drama. And it's Green Flag Racing, right? Yeah, Ryan's had a shocking start. He's had a shocking restart. Jared's now off. Jared is now off with 2 to go. Berg's up into P2. Which is now a net P1. Oh my days. I don't know how this is going to work. I think Ryan's going to fall down to P5. Well, actually, he might stay P4. He might stay P4. Yeah, but Relics has 8 seconds of penalties, Gumbo. So we have to be wary of that. And the 3 enters, lads, are just pulling away. Oh my, I don't know. You have sector. Oh, it's Roscoe. Roscoe's had a moment. No, at the moment, Ryan is currently leading, but it's only 29 points. He's only 29 points. 2 laps to go. This is starting to become a huge thing now. We'll get the penalties up. So there's the penalties right as it stands right now. The front 3, Berg might have pulled off a masterstroke, pitting for fresh inters. On to the final lap. Jared with the fastest lap point. Here we go. Berg at the moment is a net P1. So Jared makes a little bit of a mistake. It's all or nothing. Berg's got a time penalty. Jared will now win this race. That's all she wrote. But the story is, it's now becoming a little bit more drier. The gap between Relics and Water is under 8 seconds. And they're not far from each other. Water might win this race. Gap is 8 seconds between Relics and Water. You have sector 3, Roscoe. Roscoe's had a moment. Oh, it's not been a great end to the race. 8.3 is the gap between Warden and Relics. 8.2. I think Roscoe's had enough. He's just waiting for the lads to overtake him. Half a second is the gap. Oh, it's going to come down to this bus stop chicane. Jared is going to win the Belgium Grand Prix and claw back a lot of championship points. Berg will get P2. Relics is not going to get P3 now. Oh my days. So Warden gets P3, Kahoot P4, Ryan gets P5. Riley P6, Relics P7, Jared P8, Roscoe is a lap down, Potato P9, DRS is enabled. Chris would get 1 point for the Bulls. Oh my days. What a race! Oh my word. This has been one of the most interesting Belgian Grand Prix I have ever witnessed. Jared calls back, I think, maybe 16 points in the championship now. Gap is now 13 pre-stewards. It's a Williams 1-3, by the way. So that's huge for constructors. Oh my days. So here it is. It's Jared with the fastest lap. Burke P2, Warden P3. As I said, that is huge for constructors. Kahoot P4, Ryan P5, Riley P6, Relix P7, Jared P8, Vitelli P9, Chris P10, Paddy Crow P11, Roscoe P12. And then there's a Bio, Abyss, Acrylics, Pinju Noodles, and Curtis. Oh dear. Lads, the party is open if you want to join, as I can't invite, but El Party-roo is open. But lads, what a Belgian Grand Prix. Wet to enter to somewhat dries at the end. Oh my days. We'll wait. We'll give them a couple of minutes if they want to join. Otherwise, we'll end the stream. But, oh my days. What a race. While we wait, shout out to our newest followers as well. Thank you for tuning in and following us. We're grinding away to 1,000 Twitch followers before the end of the year. With the new game coming out pretty soon. Hopefully we'll get some more followers. Season 6 is not far away. Lockie, thank you for the raid. Much appreciate you. Yeah, Season 6 is not far away, but if you want to come in and sign up for Season 6 Discord, come to our Discord. Announcements will be made on Season 6 pretty soon. Let's see. Oh, yep, there's one. Wait for Burke and Warden to join if they want to join. But yes, Season 6 talks have already started. So looking forward to see how Season 6 goes moving forward. And I think it might be only Jared joining. Unless Burke and Warden are joining. If not, we'll just do Jared.
I just sent him an invite.
Hey?
I just sent him an invite.
Okay. Oh, there is P2, man. Now we'll just wait for Warden and then we'll kick off. Oh, there is Warden. Well, we'll kick off with P3 man Warden. Well, you got P3, done the 17 lap old Interstrat. Tell us about your race from your perspective.
Oh yeah, it's pretty sketchy. Not gonna lie. Had a trash qualifying, and then thought, you know what? And then hope for the best. And I got blessed by the safety car.
Yes, it was pandemonium towards the back. Brought out that safety car. A couple of people risked it for the dries after I mentioned it many times, but yeah. But P3 constructors, you've got one hand on the constructors. You could win it next week at Monza. You're just gonna go. You're just gonna send it at Monza.
I guess, maybe. Some more downforce on. So I don't send into the barriers.
Well, GG's, my guy. Well done on a well-deserved P3. P2 man, Master Berserk. You couldn't have had the win, but you got yourself a 3-second time penalty. You thought you might help out Jared in the championship, but P2, you must be pretty stoked with that.
Really? Should have been the win, you know? All I had to do was keep on the fucking road and... Yeah. But pace was good up in Ryan. When I saw they got the penalties, I just had to stay in the gap. But, you know, big bottle.
And Monza next week, what are your thoughts on that track?
Oh, DR Australian, so should be right.
GG's on a well-deserved P2, my guy. We'll go on to P1 man Jared. Well, it wasn't pretty. Got the win fast at that point, and Ryan finishes P5 in the end. So he clawed back some decent points. Tell us about your race from your perspective.
Yeah, it's a pretty good battle with Ryan and Burke at the start there. A cool overtake on Burke around Launchmont. Yeah, cool to go wheel to wheel with some people that can leave space. Yeah, I mean, it was a good race. I had a few little issues at the start with to tell how wet the track was because my particles turned off. Thought it was all going at the end. I kind of thought I just did it opposite to what Ryan did, and yeah, it was good.
Now, I think pre-stewards, the gap is 16 points. Are you starting thinking about championship?
No, no. I mean, I think that was not first or second, or at least on the podium. So I think there's still only like 2 races left. So I'm not. Yeah, never.
And Monza next week. What are your thoughts on that track?
Wait till last lap. I guess DRS phone. Yeah.
Well, GG's. Good win tonight. And congratulations to Burke and Warden for the podiums as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we are done for another night of OCE racing. It was certainly interesting at some parts, especially with the acrylics. Interesting DNF. It was, yeah, something to behold. But yeah, thank you to our newest followers. Thank you for Lockie for the raid towards the end there. Much appreciate you. Also, Wallaby Tier 3 Singapore is up next. Until then, it is a goodbye.
If you want to look as beautiful, sexy, and handsome as this man right here is trying to become a back-to-back overall winner, go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Check out our store. It's absolutely beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. And you can get this.
I've been hit.
Well, that's in Rapid Storm. Anyway, here's the YouTube channel as well. Check out our races. Check it all out. The best, the good, and absolutely everything. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. It is an absolutely gorgeous Twitch channel. Follow, subscribe, and give us the love. And our partners, of course, Rapid Racing League and Wallaby Racing League.